20 years ago. So we have been involved in the planning of swimming pools and wellness buildings for over 30 years. Our design criteria are space, material, light and color. And our main concern is to create buildings with a special atmosphere. Something about our office, we have 45 architects from 12 different countries all over the world. And we build in Austria, in Luxembourg, but the most projects are in Germany. I will show you now something of our realized projects and something about our philosophy, how we create the buildings. So it is important for us to integrate the special features of a place and the environment into the design process and giving the building a unique certification that corresponds to the genius loci. Such things can be scenic or cultural things from which we derive the concept of the building. So I would like to show you with a few projects that we realized. So here you see the Spreewald landscape. It's near Berlin. We realized there a few years ago thermal baths and a spa hotel. The special here on the landscape is the channels divide the landscape in acres and lines. We transferred this layout in an abstract way in the tectonic of the building. Here you see it's a big program on a small area. And I explain you the program. It's the entrance hall, it's a changing area here, and the bath hall with different pools. They have salt pools with 2 or 3% of salt. We have a sweetwater pool. We have the relaxing zones and sauna areas. I don't know if it's so popular in Albania, saunas, but I show you something more about this. It's a great tradition in Germany, sauna and wellness areas. So there is in the Spreewald the groundwater level is very high, and we rise the building up, and the terrain around the building was modeled to the building, and so we have a very slight sloped entrance court to the building. So here you see the typical landscape of Spreewald, the channels with a mystic atmosphere, with the trees and the green and the light. And we transferred this atmosphere, this mood, into the swimming hall. With the supports, with the sloped supports, and the colors and the light moods. The supports are sloped not only for formal reasons, it's sloped also for static reasons, because you have a large span in a swimming hall. You have a large span, and you have less place on the floor for the supports. And it's because we do it in this way. And the feet of the support it's nice to sit on it, but it's also a technical crowd. Why we do it? Because the water, the column isn't in the water on the floor. It's outside from this. And the ceiling, you see the whole ceiling. The ceiling is an acoustic effective ceiling. So this one is very important in swimming halls, because in swimming halls you need a well-feel atmosphere, and if you can reduce the volume, you have much more better feeling in a swimming hall, because you have different basins, and sometimes it's loud because the water is loud, and if you have areas for childs, the childs are loud, and beside is a leisure pool, and so that's very important. You see it on other projects. So another important point is the traditional materials. Here the bricks on the wall, it's very important to connect a building with the surrounding and with the space where it is. Here the Kneipp basins with tiles in the water and above the bricks. Or the typical reed roofs in Spreewald. We have taken it in the facade here and give the building a special character. Or the typical barn, Spreewald barn with a reed roof. Here is a sauna house outside the thermal bath. It's a beautiful garden there. And the culture is this is a typical Gherkin, the typical Gherkin of Spreewald. It's called the Spreewald Gurken, and they pickled it in this big barns, and we translate it in a modern way and put it in the bath hall as sweat cabins. So here the relax zone as a connection between inside and outside. And the facade isn't or is only climate shell, and the edge of the room, of the space, are the trees outside. So on most projects we try to reduce the material and use the construction of the facade as much as it's possible. Oops, sorry. So 2 years later we built a hotel there. Here it's a hotel, it's a Congress and Turn hotel. It's connected with a bathrobe corridor to the swimming area. So the hotel it's a very simple hotel, also with materials from the traditional materials, and it's a popular congress hotel because it's very peaceful and slight there, and it's 1 hour 1 hour outside from Berlin. So inside we created with very simple materials in a simple way. The bar area, this one, and with it's a strong graphic element. Color is a strong graphic element, and the costs are very less. So you can create with colors. So the hotel room is very simple. We have big photos of the Spreewald area. So the ground floor plan, the conference area, the bar area, and the restaurants. So, and from the north to the south, this is a project we realized it 2 years ago. It's built in a protected protected area, in a protected nature area on the lake Constance, and it was a very long process to build there, because in Germany we have a lot of rules if you will build in a protected area, and the government said so it's not too high. It's very important that the trees around are higher than the building, and the facade should be in a dark, in a better way. Not the client want a big white building on the sea, so that everybody sees this building. But the town said no, nothing. It's very important that the building becomes very. It's better for the. I'll show you now. Yeah. Okay. This is the concept, the first concept sketch. The building is open to both sides. You can see the oak tree on the north, and in the south the coast and the mountains, and it's decided in very different individual spaces. And so here you see the ground floor plan is decided in a much of different areas. The client is an investor, and the investor and operator is the same here, and he said, I want a lot of different areas. A dark salt basin, sauna area, textile sauna area, and a leisure pool outside, and a big sauna area with big saunas. And the special here on this building is that this part here is from the town. They give money and they support it, because here they do school swimming and club swimming, and this part here is private. It's private investigation, and what is the name? The investor is the same. He did all. So from outside, from the sea, the other side. So you see, it's a really big building. But the town chief said he he was on the boat here on the sea, and he said, "Oh, it's really good. I can't see your building on the shore." So a view with a big pool. The facade is in wood. So here inside the public swimming bath hall with the color on the roof. The color on the roof brings the surrounding, the nature into the building. And yeah, there's a fantastic view. Outside here is the jump area. So this is the center of the building, is the thermal bath. You can't see any techniques. Only the grid in the wall there's for ventilation. The air comes in on the facade and goes out here, and you see nothing. But there are big tubes, and in the basement is the whole technique. But here we reduce the materials to get a special atmosphere in the hall. Only the wood on the ceiling. It's also acoustic effective, and the concrete on the walls. You see the mountains here. It's fantastic view, and the sloped roofs give the room, the space, its atmosphere. So the relax zones with fire and beds and so on. This was a challenge. Sauna with candlelight. Candles in sauna, you have 80 degrees or 90 degrees, but the client wants candles, and it was a challenge. It's a climate part there for the candles. So another one, and the fire sauna, and this one is the biggest. Is for 150 people, with a courtyard in front and a direct way to the sea. So after the sauna bath, you can jump into the sea. So next is Emser Therme. Emser Therme spa bath. It's the same investor and the same operator like in the Therme in Bad Ems I showed you before. And he said, okay, Bad Ems is hard. There's no smooth and soft. I will a building with more smoothness than the other one, and we found the pebbles on the shore, on the river. These pebbles, and the pebbles was an element for the design of the building. So you see, it's layered like the pebbles on the pebbles on the shore. So the ground floor plan is similar to the other one. It's a big program on a small area. It's very compact, this building, with the smooth edges. So from outside, you see the sloped columns here in the facade. They carried the vertical loads and the horizontal loads, and give the building a special character. Here, the night, atmosphere. The bassins have a lot of attractions here, the bubble chairs and some for massage and some bubbles in the floor, and together with the light in the pool and the reflections give it a very nice atmosphere by night. So inside, the play of the shapes here continues the interior design. But Ems is very important for salt. We did here a salt inhalation room. So, and then we built a hotel 1 year later. A hotel connects with a wardrobe, corridor, and I think it's 85 rooms, and all the rooms are orientated towards the river. The backside is only for techniques. The ground floor plan. It's also here with a conference area and with bar and restaurants, and the backside is the technicals. So the entrance, it's more sophisticated as a town hotel in Bad Ems. There's another clientele there. So this is the backside. The backside here, the technical area, like a backpack. This is the parking area, and all the rooms are to the river. So it's inside. It's the desks, reception desk, and we choose very smooth colors and materials to give him this well-feel atmosphere. The stairway and dining area. The dining area also with an acoustic effective panels on the wall and on the ceiling. The bar area. There's a rooftop bar. And the hotel rooms with a view to the river, and the glass from the floor to the ceiling. So the Vienna Thermal Spa is the biggest thermal bath in Europe. It's a competition we won 2006. This is a very early concept sketch. It is on the edge of a big park area in the south of Vienna, and the city drilled there in the 50s, drilled there for oil, but instead oil they found hot sulfate water there, and then there was an bath and a treatment area is involved there. And after 50 years, the buildings were broken down, and the town decided to make a competition. So our idea was the source here in the park, and the water flowed down to the entrance place and connect all the different parts together. So this is a facility now with a hospital, a day hospital for treatment, and with a very big sauna area. They have 24 sauna cabins, and they have more than 20 basins, and a fitness area. And under this garden here is a parking garage for 600 cars, and it's a large facility. It was our biggest project. The costs are 120 million euros. So the floor plan. The building follows the topography, and the thermal areas are on different layers to connect with very easy ramps. So the water flows down from here to the entrance place. And we have different thermal areas and salt basins, and this one is for families and childs with a tube, and the sauna area, and here in front is the treatment and the day hospital. So the color concept for the building, so we need a color concept like for the organization, like a leader through the building. It's also for orientation, and we take in the rhythm of the season. So different. It's a spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And we took some colors, different colors. So in the end, we have 40 different colors for the ceiling, and the pictures. We pixeled it, and then we transferred it in the scale of the ceiling panels. So in the end, it's important because the ceiling gives the different areas a different mood, a different atmosphere. So here's the entrance. It's in Austria. You see, we have a lot of snow in winter time. So this is one of the best of the thermal areas. You see here the autumn. It's a colored ceiling, and also here the panels on the wall, the acoustic panels. So the other thermal hall with a summer ceiling, and the challenge here was the client want 2,000 chairs. 2,000 chairs in the building, because every guest needs a chair, and it's so big. They have maximum 2,000 persons in the same time. And it was a challenge to bring all these places, to create a place for all these. So these are a salt basin with a waterfall, and around the corner it's a dark room with sound underwater and some features. So from outside, you see the big 3 stories high. It's they have a beauty shop here, and here in this part they have a cinema and restaurants, and it's a large facility. So in the final, a few in our exhibition we had in Berlin, in Aedis Gallery. And we showed there 12 of our pool and spa projects. So, and we have the stand here on the fair. It's the 30G. You are invited to come, and we have more information there. We have a catalog about the exhibition, and if you want, I give you more information. So, now thank you very much for your attention.